Hi Sarah, I'm up here at my friend's property. I'm just looking at the work he's done down here on the creek with a little backhoe. He's trying to build a swimming hole down here and make it a little bit more nicer. He cleared out a bunch of brush. I'll show you what it looks like around here. He's got 10 acres out here that's just right below the Skinwalker Ranch. Oops, I hope I don't fall in here. Uh-oh. Whoa, this is bouncy. Anyway, walk up the road here. He's got his girlfriend's daughter's trailer and his trailer and a bunch of equipment up here. There's like a 2-acre garden spot. He's got a lot of equipment and stuff out here. Well, some crap laying around too, as you can see, but got his little track hoe here. There's Clayton over doing his garden. He's got a big garden here that grows all kinds of things. Some good things. We had to put this great big fence up around it and run an electric wire to keep the raccoons and the deer out of everything. He grows some wonderful vegetables up here. But this year we've kind of let everything go fallow because it kind of exhausted all the nutrients in the soil when he grew tomatoes and corn and peppers and things in here. And we built a barn. That thing on the other side of it is a water tank. There's a line that runs off the creek way up here and it runs down the hill and into that, and then through his irrigation lines. But anyway, right there, see if I can zoom this in, right there where those white rocks are, then over along through there is the Blind Frog Ranch, is right there. And actually all of it is Blind Frog property clear up to this fence, except for that guy's trailer up there. That guy is actually one of the local probation officers, which is kind of a good thing to have around, but he's hardly ever around. And then looking to the south, down off into that valley, the Skinwalker Ranch is 7 miles right downstream from here. We just barely got up here. It's only about 6,300 feet here compared to the mile high that I'm used to being in. But yeah, there's a creek that runs through all this, and it's just, there was a fire that ravaged through here years and years ago from a lightning strike, and a lot of the old Utah junipers that was out here burnt down. And I don't know if you know, but it takes a Utah juniper over 100 years to even get any height out of it. They are a very slow growing tree. But look back up there to Skinwalker Ranch. There's a house up on the hill over here that I don't think it's part of it, but that is looking up. That's called Ice Cave Peak up there. There is an ice cave up here. We're just outside of La Pointe, Utah. Was named for a French trapper. This is about, I would say 20 miles from Vernal, Utah, which is to the east of us. Then of course over there to the west is and the south is Highway 40, which goes to Salt Lake. He's got a single wide trailer and a bunch of vehicles parked up here for storage. But anyway, this is a really wonderful camping spot. It doesn't look like it would be, because there's just, the trees are all basically gone except for these cottonwood trees along the creek. But they've had some wonderful times up there on the mountain, up that canyon. From there is just beautiful. There's a place called Paradise Park that this creek runs out of that's just absolutely gorgeous. It is actually, because of the droughts, it is dry this year. Let me switch this around, or see what I could do here. Oh, It's not doing it. Uh-oh. But anyway, I told you I'd send a little video. I wish I could get over here and get a good shot of the mountains. This is probably the first time you've even heard my screwy voice. Sorry for the bit of a lisp I got. It's from me getting beat up when I was camping on the river that time, and it took part of my lip. I don't know if you can see it, but it took part of my lower lip, unfortunately. Ugly old fart, ain't I? But anyway, yeah, it's just absolutely gorgeous up there. That mountain over there, right up over it, is where all the Spanish mines, Dry Fork Canyon, a lot of the old Spaniard gold mines were up in here. That's what all that blind frog thing is about. Haven't seen any UFOs or whatever they're called. I can't remember what they call them. They're always UFOs to me. But yeah, up over the top of that mountain on the other side of some of the most beautiful country you've ever seen. The Uinta Mountains are very unique. The only major mountain range that runs east to west. Man, it's still just beautiful up here. Winter hasn't quite hit here, but that's typical Uinta Basin. If you don't like the weather, wait around 5 minutes. It will change. But yeah, I'd walk over here by the homemade water tank. We built this thing a couple of years ago. He's got some black pipe that runs there along the ground. It runs up the creek, like I said, and it comes in and fills it. And then he irrigates out of it, so you don't have to spend all day up here running water. You can come and turn it on and just let it run dry. And I don't know if he's got any water in it. Nope, it's dry. Water is off. But anyway, I promised you a video, and I sure don't want to slack on that. What the heck is that? Oh, it's just water line. Anyway, promised a video. It got a root cellar over here, really deep one, that keeps a lot of food storage in. You know, being Mormon, he does that food storage thing, but he's a what they call a Jack Mormon, who is a person who was brought up in the Mormon church, but they don't do the regular thing. They're kind of different. But yeah, we built this a couple years ago and got it all buried. I'm walking towards the south now. Very strange area this area is. It's very unique, and I really love it out here. Especially in this area, you don't see much of the good old oil field crap that's usually sitting around. But oh, we got a few cows out. But yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful up here. Anyway, I'll send this to your number rather than messenger. I don't know what else I could really take a photograph of. I'll stop on the way down and take a few more still shots. Oh, that's just absolutely gorgeous looking over this way. That is called Little Mountain. That is between Vernal, Utah and La Pointe, which is to the south. But yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful up here this time of year. You would not believe the wildlife. But anyway, good morning, sis. And sorry, I probably look weird, but I have to put on my cool guy glasses so I look like I am cool. really appreciate you accepting me to your fan page. That really means a lot to me. I've been watching you for a long time. I actually got thinking about it, and I've been watching you for a very long time. Probably because of when you brought up Tacopa, and it just dawned on me, wow, I was actually born in Bakersfield, but I was raised, not born in Bakersfield, but I was raised in Bakersfield area, and my family came out of Tulare and Springville and Porterville and all over that area, the southern part and the central part. So I know California pretty well, and it's a lot of Death Valley. I actually lived in Shoshone. My friend over there is actually, he is half Shoshone. He doesn't look like it, but he is. He's a member of the Shoshone tribe. Anyway, man, this is beautiful grass out here. I promised you a video, so I'm going to send you one, sis. And peace and love, and you have a good day. And I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.